I've done something similar to these little babies in my wardrobe. I've done a review, I think a year or maybe 2 years ago, on rechargeables lights that go in your cupboard or under your kitchen units. This one is wired, so you will need a plug socket for it to be plugged in. And the ones I've done with my wardrobe, they're wireless ones and they work perfectly. Every now and again I have to charge them up, but they're perfect for the cupboard, because in a cupboard you're not in there, you know, every 5 minutes opening and shutting the doors. But normally in the kitchen you're in and out all the time, and you might just want the under unit lighting on this little baby here rather than putting on your main lighting. These also work in a cupboard as well, but like I said, you will need electrics. They come in 2 different flavours. They come in a white or yellowy white. I believe we have the yellowy white. They cost round about £17, and they're not expensive, but you only get one. It's approximately 12 inches long, if you need to know anything like that, and they should be perfect, or this one should be perfect for where I'm going to be putting it. You know, going in my kitchen, I'm actually going to use it. I'm going to put it under my kitchen unit and fix it under there. And it should be, just put your hand over it and it should just come on. Put your hand over it the other way, it should go off. And I do believe you can actually adjust the brightness with hand motion. Like I said, we are going to be testing it out. So with that, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's see what you get for your money. So you get a power cord, power lead with a plug on the end of it and a connection on the other end. You get the actual light itself, and I will stick the measurements in there as well. And it has a sensor on it. See that? It's got a little sensor on it. And I'm taking it, that's where you plug it in, and that's about it. On that, you have some. Oh, you have some different items there. We have a instruction manual, but this is quite interesting. So we have 3M stickies, double-sided stickies, and that's what I will be using, is the double-sided stickies. Now the ones I have in my wardrobe, they're rechargeable ones. So, you know, every now and again you just have to bring them or take them out, unclip them, bring them downstairs, charge them up for about an hour, and then put them back up there again. You don't need to use them again. But these are slightly different because I do believe you have to keep them plugged in. We will see. Now looking at that, I would say yes. Right, it looks like you have the option, see that? Either plug in a power socket at that end or that end. Let me just check it. Yep. Yes. So you can, depending on which way round you want it, you can charge it up from either end, which is handy. I will have a measure up of the power cord as well, in case you want to know. So I'm guessing that will have to sit there. I wonder if, well, it could sit there. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I will have a reading instruction just to make sure. But yeah, first impressions, I wasn't expecting it to be anything fantastic, but it doesn't look too bad, does it? I'm not sure how this works. I'm guessing that must clip over there somehow. In case you want to use, yeah, look. So it go, ding, won't come off now, will it? So I'm going to have a job getting that off now, ain't I? So yeah, that just slots over there if you want to use screws. Yeah. So imagine what you do. Screw it in first, like so. Whatever you're going to screw it into, a wall or a unit, wooden unit. Screw that in first, and then you just snap these on. It's going to be a bit of a pain to take off now, but I will get it off because I'm not going to be using that. I'm just going to use the stickies, and also these are for cable management, for running a cable down the wall, which I will use. You only get 2. A little bit disappointing. You only get 2. Would have preferred 3. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a quick measure up now, and we'll plug her in, make sure she works, because I don't want to start sticking her up somewhere and then find out, oh, actually it doesn't work. And we can see without reading the instructions if that does plug in at either end. So give me a second while I have a quick measure up and I'll plug her all in. I've had a measure up and it's approximately 1.5 meters long, and it does actually say that on Amazon as well. I had a quick look on Amazon and there's some pictures on there and it shows you the sizes. Also, this is approximately 12 inches long. Says that on there as well. So it's got all the information you might need on there if you need to find out what sizes the actual unit is itself and what size the cable is. And I've also had a reading instruction just to make sure I've got a good understanding of how she works. And it says you should hold your hand approximately 40 millimeters away. So I'm not sure where that is, so I'm just going to wave my hand over it. It says give it a little wave. Not that sort of wave. Like that. Okay, so it works. The other thing it says is if you hold your hand over it when it's on, you can dim it. Oh, I thought that was good. Let's do it again. Go brighter. Let's dim it. There. Turn it off. Turn it on. And it remembers your last setting. So if you had it set on dim, like now, it will come back on as dim. But if you want to brighten it up, oops, broke it now, look, I broke it. Look, it's broken. Stop doing that, I want you on. Come on. Yeah, on. Huh? It's a little bit fiddly, alright. It's temperamental, that's the word, temperamental. But it works, okay? So you get up in the morning, you don't want to turn the kitchen light on, you just want your little under cupboard light on. Easy. Oops. Like I said, it's a little bit temperamental, but it does work. The other thing we want you to find out is if you can plug it in the other side. So unplug, plug it in. Right. Yes, it does. Okay, it does work. Off, on, off, oops, off, on, brighter, dimmer, and off. So what I'm going to do now, when I stop playing about with it, is I'm going to fix it to one of my cupboards out there, or underneath one of my cupboards. I did have some other wiring under there, or some lighting under there. I've took that off now, and I'm going to be replacing it with this, and hopefully do a nice little job. Hopefully my wife will be pleased with it. I did get permission, by the way, for me to do it. I had to make sure, because yeah, you know what it's like. Do not mess about in my kitchen. But I'm just putting the light in. She said that's fine. So let's get on with it then, shall we? Let's stop playing with it, Yorkie. You go blind. Installation was very easy, as you can see in my video. You know, just took minutes really. Didn't take very long. You know, just stick it on or screw it in, whatever you want to do. Shouldn't take you too long to do it, and then just plug it into a socket. Running the cable around, that can be a bit more trickier. Ideally, I probably want to put it inside the cupboard, out the way so you can't see it. But I run it down the wall, and I use double-sided Velcro. I put Velcro, stuck it to the wall, and then a Velcro over the top of it, just to hide the cable. That is only temporary, because I would have preferred if I had some more of them little cable tidy things, and I thought I had some, but I can't find them anywhere. But it works for now, and I will tidy it up, because I don't think my wife will appreciate it like that. Well, I know she won't. She'll start moaning, well, what's this, when she sees it. But it works, it does the job. When you put your hand under there, it comes on. I wasn't sure which way to have it round. I think I might turn it round at a later stage so the sensor's on the other side rather than on the side where the cable is. I think that might be better for me. Might be easier to do. But it works. I turned the lights off, as you can see in my video, and put my hand under there, and yeah, it just works. Really easy to do. Definitely gets my thumbs up. If you're looking for something like this, where you want to plug it into a mains, this might be the baby for you, because it works. Very simple to use. Can be a bit glitchy sometimes, but overall, definitely gets my thumbs up. Let me know in the comments whether you like something like this, or even if you actually got something like this. I don't know. I've got two upstairs, but they're wireless ones. And I think if you're going to use it in the kitchen, you probably want it plugged into the mains, because you know you're going to be using it more often, hopefully anyway, than what you would do in an actual wardrobe or something like that. But you can put them or that in a wardrobe as well. That will work just as well, but you have to have electric. Something to bear in mind. So you'd have to run a hole somewhere so you can put the plug into the mains. Job done. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.